In the vibrant city of Lagos, there was a woman named Adana. She was known across the country as a successful businesswoman who owned a chain of luxury fashion boutiques. Her smile radiated confidence, and she wore elegant clothes that showcased her status. Adana was admired by many, and people often spoke about her extraordinary rise to wealth. Yet, behind the glamorous lifestyle lay a story that few people knew, a tale filled with hardship, sacrifice, and heartbreak. Adana was born in a small, humble village. Her family was poor and they struggled to make ends meet. Her father was a farmer who worked tirelessly from dawn to dusk, while her mother sold fruits at the village market. Despite their hard work, there was never enough food on the table. Adana, being the eldest of five siblings, took on the responsibility of helping her parents. Even as a young girl, she was determined to change her family's fate. From a young age, Adana showed exceptional intelligence and a strong will to learn. Her parents could barely afford to send her to school, but Adana made the most of every opportunity. She would wake up early to help her mother at the market, attend school during the day, and spend her evening studying under the dim light of a kerosene lamp. Her teachers often praised her for her hard work and dedication. However, life was not kind to Adana. When she was only 16, tragedy struck. Her father fell gravely ill and passed away. The weight of supporting the family now fell entirely on Adana's shoulders. She knew that education was her only ticket out of poverty, so she made the painful decision to move to Lagos, the bustling city of opportunities. With only a small bag of clothes and a heart full of determination, Adana boarded a crowded bus to Lagos. The city was overwhelming, tall buildings, noisy streets, and people rushing in every direction. Adana had no place to stay and no job, but she refused to give up. She slept on a makeshift bed at a local market and spent her days looking for work. One day, after countless rejections, she found a job as an assistant at a small clothing store. The pay was meager, but it was a start. Adana worked harder than anyone else, learning every aspect of the business. She saved every penny she earned, often skipping meals to put aside money for her siblings back in the village. Years passed, and Adana's hard work did not go unnoticed. The store owner, Mrs. Adebayo, was impressed by her dedication and promoted her to manager. With this new position came a better salary and more responsibilities. Adana continued to excel, and soon she had saved enough money to rent a small apartment and bring her siblings to Lagos. It was a joyful reunion, and Adana felt a sense of accomplishment. But life had more challenges in store for her. Mrs. Adebayo decided to retire and close the store, leaving Adana jobless once again. Heartbroken but not defeated, Adana used her savings to start her own small clothing business. She rented a tiny shop in a less popular part of the city and began designing and selling her own clothes. Her unique designs and attention to detail quickly gained attention. Word spread about Adana's boutique, and soon customers from all over Lagos came to buy her creations. Her business grew rapidly, and she was able to open more stores across the city. Adana's name became synonymous with elegance and quality. She was finally living the life she had always dreamed of. However, success came at a great personal cost. Adana had spent so many years focused on building her business that she had little time for herself. She longed for love and companionship, but she was afraid of letting anyone into her life. The fear of being hurt or taken advantage of kept her guarded. One day, Adana received an invitation to a prestigious business event. There, she met Chike, a kind and compassionate man who was also a successful entrepreneur. Chike was captivated by Adana's intelligence and beauty. Despite her initial reservations, Adana found herself drawn to him. They spent time together, and Chike's genuine love slowly melted the walls around her heart. Their relationship blossomed, and Adana finally felt happiness beyond her business achievements. Chike supported her in every way, encouraging her to take breaks and enjoy life. With his love, Adana found a balance between her personal and professional life, but the past had a way of catching up. One evening, Adana received a letter from her village. Her mother had fallen seriously ill. Adana was devastated. Despite her busy schedule, she immediately traveled back to the village with Chike. Seeing her mother frail and weak brought back painful memories of her father's death. Adana spared no expense in getting the best medical care for her mother. After weeks of treatment, her mother began to recover. The villagers, who had once seen Adana as just a poor girl, now looked at her with admiration and respect. They were proud of what she had accomplished. As Adana sat by her mother's bedside, her mother held her hand and said, "You have always been my shining star, Adana. Your father would be so proud of you." Tears streamed down Adana's face as she realized that her journey, filled with pain and sacrifice, had finally come full circle. Adana returned to Lagos with a renewed sense of purpose. She continued to grow a business, but made sure to prioritize her family and personal life. Her love story with Chike blossomed into marriage, and they became a power couple, admired by many. Years later, Adana stood on a grand stage to receive a prestigious award for her contributions to the fashion industry. As she held the trophy in her hands, she looked at the audience and said, "Behind every success story is a journey filled with challenges and sacrifices. My story is not just about business success. It's about resilience, love, and never forgetting where you come from." The audience erupted in applause, moved by her heartfelt words. Adana's story became an inspiration to many young women who dreamed of success but feared the obstacles in their path. She proved that with hard work, determination, and love, anything was possible. And so, Adana's journey from a poor village girl to a successful businesswoman became a tale of hope and resilience that would be told for generations to come.